his way to the bottom row, trying to say. And look at the.
I'm Alicia too, and this is my co-host Scott Hunter, and we would like to welcome you to the very first episode of The Hangover, the official Smash Wrestling show.
And what an episode of Smash Wrestling we just saw, Alicia. We just saw the well-oiled machine successfully defend the Smash Wrestling Tag Team Championships for the very first times, and they are going to be the very first guests here on The Hangover. But first, let's take a look at what we just saw.
Setting up for the oil change, but here's O'Shea back. Trying to stop Rollins there. Oh, nice slingshot there, Rollins. Perched on top now.
O'Shea down on the floor. Rollins looking for the oil change.
That's a long way away, and he still connects. That's gotta be it.
Into the cover. The well-oiled machines retain the tag team championship.
Winners this contest, and still Smash Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the well-oiled machine.
Well, Brad, it wasn't easy, but when you're on the top of the mountain, it never is. Well-oiled machine successfully, for the first time, retaining their tag titles, and Rollins said, no, you're holding mine. They just had to trade. They're indeed the same titles.
Wow, there's two titles there. They're not the same, Scott. They look the same. There's two different ones. Mike, I'm sure he has an emotional connection to his already.
And now joining us, it is the Smash Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Well-Oiled Machines.
Thanks,
Welcome.
guys. Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much for
It's
joining
exciting
us.
to be a part of the first episode.
I'm very excited to have you on.
I am nervous.
Nothing to be nervous about here. You guys just successfully defended the Smash Wrestling Tag Team titles. Very first title defense. That's got to feel good.
Super good. I mean, winning the tag team titles was a huge deal for me, like both. Like, to be the first ever Smash Tag Team Champions, especially in the ladder match, was just it's all been like almost like a dream. It's been awesome.
Glenn?
Yeah, I was going to say, just no matter what happens, like from here on, I know definitively we have that first ever Smash.
It's in the books.
Well, and that was like an instant classic of a ladder match that you guys had with TDT. You guys tore the house down in Phoenix just a few weeks ago. And just let's talk about the tag team titles a little bit. We know the fans, some of the fans have wanted here in Smash Wrestling forever, for years. They've been demanding it. They've been chanting for it at every show. But what does that mean to you guys to be crowned the very first tag team champions?
Well, I just think like the story just thematically feels right because
Yeah, like our story.
yeah, because we started here together, and like I genuinely think that when it first started, that no one thought that it would ever get this far, that we'd actually be able to amount to this much.
If you think about it, we were kind of like the New Age Outlaws. It was two random guys put together.
No, I think
we were able to make something.
we're literally the New Age Outlaws.
You know what I mean? Like at first it was just Billy Gunn and two random guys put together, and then we got a name.
And I'm good at playing guitar.
Which one's Billy and which one's Road Dog?
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, as in like two guys put together who were able to turn it into a good, legit tag team, and got super over at the same time.
Well, and yeah, let's dive into that because we know coming up in a few weeks we're going to be starting the Fateful 8 Tag Team Tournament for 2018. You guys, the inaugural winners of that tournament, you guys won the first ever.
Sure did.
And that was within months of teaming together, and that was really a launching pad for you guys.
Yeah.
So what does the Fateful 8 Tag Team Tournament kind of mean to you guys?
Because for us, I think that was the definitive moment where everyone took notice and knew that we would be around. Like, this isn't a flash in the pan thing that we're just gonna do a quick run in the door.
Yeah, like our stamp of approval.
Yeah, but for the tournament itself, and for me personally, I just look at it as these are 8 other teams that we're probably gonna be working with. We're gonna be wrestling for the next 2 years now.
Yeah.
Right. Like, this is basically telling us what our future's gonna look like.
Yeah, and the Fateful 8 is always, you know, it's a who's who. I mean, the first one had Eddie Edwards, and Chris Hero, and you know, it's always
in that one too.
Yeah, I mean Smash Brothers and TDT, like, you know, the core roster of tag teams in Smash Wrestling is always something impressive, and they always tend to bring in the highest talent too. You know what I mean? It's not just a bunch of local guys. It's really high quality talent. So I think it says a lot. It goes a long way for the tournament.
So you guys, obviously, being the champions, not in the tournament this year, you will have a close eye on the tournament, though, because whoever wins the tournament gets a shot at these tag team titles.
Yeah.
Who do you have your eye on in this tournament this year?
Sebastian Suave and Tarek. That was a joke. As I was saying, we're two random guys that were thrown together. But I mean, obviously, you know, the core roster teams of TDT, the Smash Brothers, even Kevin Bennett experience, like, you know, really, I don't have my eye on one team in particular. It's as a whole.
We have some previous history with Bennett experience in SSB, so those two in particular, I'm definitely going to be watching those ones. Fighter Flight, I think, will be the dark horse for that.
Yeah, dark horse.
Yeah.
Is there any team in the tournament you're looking to avoid?
Wow.
I mean, TDT is always a hard-hitting experience.
I'm not going to like sit here and you know tout that you know no one's as good as us or anything. Like you see that far too often, and it never ends well. When you get overconfident, you stop taking people seriously.
Yeah.
So I think the healthiest approach to that is all 8 of these teams could pose legitimate threats, and that's we got to treat it as nothing less than that.
Yeah.
Well, I think, like, we joked a little bit about Sebastian Suave and Tarek being a threat, being two random guys thrown together that don't get along, but there was a point in time where the two of you guys didn't get along.
Exactly.
So, let's talk about that a little bit, the fact that you guys weren't able to get along. What brought it back together?
Mike's presence.
Like the gifts, or just like me being in my aura?
Yeah.
Both?
So I gotta say that.
Yeah, Mike's presence and the gifts. I mean, you know, it's kind of hard to turn down gigantic boxes filled with balloons and, you know, I mean, gift after gift after gift, and you know, I got a little carried away, and thankfully Mike was able to, you know, unfortunately we had to beat the crap out of each other first, but you know, I mean. It's just cool.
Like any brothers, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, the best part is that by far created, I would say, at least one of the top 3 moments in Smash Wrestling history with the Wrestling Box match and the song at the end and everything. So,
and I feel like that moment, that story, hit home really hard for a lot of people because it's something a lot of people go through in their own lives. Not the balloons and everything. But like, everybody at some point in their life has had a very close friend that they start growing away from. Growing. See?
We rely on each other.
Yeah. But and you never wanted to happen. You fight people together. That's just really what everybody saw.
Well, yeah, that match, it won Match of the Year for 2017.
oh yeah.
So, I mean, that's got to feel good, too.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I've said,
Yeah.
I've been doing this almost 20 years, and that was one of the top moments of my entire career. You know what I mean? That was such a. I mean, the very end was. It was incredible.
Are you still
I agree.
I don't want to tear up right now.
Are you still jamming to a lot of Total Eclipse of the Heart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I live to it all the time now.
It is funny.
If you look at my Spotify account, it's basically 3 rows of because you've listened to Bonnie Tyler. I recommend. I just play Bonnie Tyler again, and I only know the 2 songs, so it gets dry
Does
after
she
a
have
while.
more?
I don't know. I'm gonna find out. I'll find out when we start running dry on content. I'll dig up one. Oh, you worry.
So, tag team titles, Faithfully Trophy, Match of the Year. You guys have a lot on
Moment of the year.
Moment of the year. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Keep listening up. Keep listening up.
And we fought ninjas. Remember we fought the ninjas?
You murdered ninjas.
Really
Mike
did.
won 3 times. And I saw him backstage. He's a resilient guy.
There's only one piece of hardware, though, that's eluded the 2 of you in Smash Wrestling, and that is the Smash Wrestling Championship.
Yeah. I mean, that's, you know, me and Mike, we were so close to going our separate ways, but, you know, when one door closes, another one opens. if you will. And so, you know, as we almost went our separate ways, came back together, we were able to create these great moments in Smash Wrestling. And I mean, now another great moment being the titles. You know, the heavy, I mean, don't get me wrong, the heavyweight title was an incredibly large deal. But right now, to be the first ever Smash Tag Team Champions is quite an accomplishment.
I would say so as well. That's quite the accomplishment. Here's to many more title defenses for you guys. Thanks very much for joining us here.
I have one important question for you, though. Mike.
Oh, yes.
Please.
Have you been to Chili's recently?
No. Why do you ask?
No. You're always off to Chili's.
That sounds awfully presumptuous of you. Are you suggesting that I should buy you something at Chili's?
I'm not suggesting that, no. It's just
You think you can?
frequent.
You think you can invite me on your show and be like, "Hey, Mike, buy me an entree at Chili's"?
Did I say bye?
I'm reading between the lines,
That was like the
and
simplest question asked.
I don't like your tone, Missy.
It's not your harsh language.
Well,
I hope you're happy.
I'm
Sorry.
sorry.
It's going great.
Kill the
I'm
vibe.
sorry. I thought that he.
I'm going through some stuff right now.
That's coming out. Was it
And
earlier?
I gotta. We gotta go, man. I gotta talk now. Is this 1:30?
Might have to double check that.
If I could say one thing, can I see those cards real quick? You've done a little bit of it, but what you guys need to do more on this show is this. When you're asking questions.
Oh, we're not slamming our cards down.
Have you gone to Chili's?
Yeah, that's exactly.
And
You pulled it out a little bit. But
Okay, so you be us. Show us how it's
yeah, I
done.
was like, because I was hoping we had our own cards, so that the whole time I was talking, I'd be doing this. Or
At some point, you gotta go like, now it's time to ask the hard question. You can't throw it away. Normally, it will go behind you instead of your paper
It's,
cut on the
it's episode 1. We still got to work on the hosting a little
I'm
bit.
just pitching ideas. I think it would be during like a punchline, kind of like kind of ready.
Next episode.
Right
What?
here, right here, we're here. It says, see if you can get free dinner from Cycle One.
It does say that. You wrote that down?
You did write it down.
I
Yeah.
didn't think you'd be looking at it. Okay?
And this is where it like zooms in and we're just like,
Honestly, thank you so much for joining us. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you.
thanks for having me.
Yeah.
It is our absolute pleasure.
Thanks. We enjoy our time here at Smash Wrestling.
That is all for today, everybody. Thank you so much for watching the very first episode of The Hangover. I'm Alicia Toot. This is my co-host, Scott Hunter. We will see you next time.
Yeah.